But one of the main things I wanted to talk about was friendship and relationships in the sense of like, what's the point? What's the purpose? And I find that there's so much that like we find through those types of things. For one, friendships, we learn a lot, like relationships in general, whether it's just a normal friendship or with a partner. This kind of sense of connection, I feel like it brings a lot of truth, and it brings a lot of new concepts and new ideas all around. You start to understand more about other people's perspectives, and then you also learn more about yourself. And I think that's one of the most amazing and most beautiful things, is because how else can you do that? And I think a lot of times we kind of take that for granted, as like we don't really talk to people as much. And I think they say we're in this like loneliness epidemic or something like that. But I think that's something that is being taken away from us, is being able to speak to other people and communicate with other people. Being in a relationship, you usually find out more about yourself than ever before. I think that's one of the best and most beautiful things, even when it comes to disadvantage, even when it comes to let's say breaking up, or maybe you're not friends with a certain somebody anymore. You always come out in the end learning a lot more about yourself. You always come out in the end understanding more about yourself through having these different experiences, having these different conversations and situations with other people, whether it's with a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or even just one of your best friends, or maybe just a friend, an acquaintance, somebody. I think that's one of the best things about conversation, is you're able to learn a lot. I like having conversations with my dad a lot because I learned something new, even things that I never thought about before. It unlocks new sorts of perspectives. And I think that's what relationships are supposed to do. Relationships with friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever situation you're in, it always leaves you with a new perspective. And I think that's one of the things that I realize, is that sometimes the people that you think you would get along with the most, or like have you guys ever met somebody that you're like, oh, you would love to hang out with my other friend because you two both think exactly the same. You guys both have a lot of the same kinds of ideas. I feel like y'all would get along great. But then let's say they actually do meet up, they actually don't really like each other as much, or not that they don't like each other, but just that it's not the kind of relationship that you would expect. And it's not like, oh, they're like just click like that, you know. It's usually the best relationships where there's two opposites. I found my best friend is like almost completely opposite of me, but that's the thing that brought us together. Is like he opened up a new perspective for me, and I think I was able to open up a new perspective for him. And it's a click like that, you know. And then you're like, oh, like we're best friends now. Like you showed that you opened up this door for me, I opened up this kind of door for you. And I think that's what relationships all together do. Being able to find this new perspective in life through being able to communicate with this different person. Point being is that we grow from these kinds of things. We grow from being able to talk to people, being able to surround ourselves with people that we like and stuff like that, and surround ourselves with people that we didn't think that we would like. It teaches us a lot. And that's why I think it's important to look at the good and the bad at that kind of lens, thinking it as, this is just a new perspective for me. Even if it's a bad situation, if it's a bad scenario, maybe you had a bad relationship, oftentimes you'll find you learn a lot about yourself, you learn a lot about other people, or a certain kind of people. And that kind of brings me to the point of being in like the negative aspect, the quote unquote negative aspect, or the things that we don't like to experience in life. And one of those things being what happens whenever a relationship that you once liked a lot, or you thought would like last forever, doesn't. I bring this in the sense of both relationships, romantically and friendly. I find that I've had relationships with people back in elementary, and I thought, man, we're gonna be friends forever. And of course, no matter what, over time, people are gonna change, and that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. But I mean, changing it comes in a variety of ways. I think that's one of the most beautiful things about life is that we're able to change. And so I think whenever people grow, whenever people hang around different kinds of people, obviously there's going to be new perspectives that are opened. And from going from two people, one person might grow in a different direction from the other. And I think that's where most relationships kind of tend to separate. I learned that whenever you're in a relationship with another person and you guys grow up, as you guys grow together, a lot of things are going to change. I remember being little, and I used to have this idea in my head of like, I remember I was like 12 and I was having these kinds of thoughts. One of those thoughts being, whenever you love somebody and you guys are still kind of young, or no matter what, you guys are growing, you're obviously going to be bound to change regardless. You can fall in love at 20 and at 30 maybe be with the same person, but I promise you the person that you're with at 30 wasn't the same person they were at 20. Because over time, over years, people change, different perspectives open, they meet new people, they hear new things, they find new interests. And then suddenly the old things that they were interested in aren't the same. So I guess what I'm saying is that we're bound to change. And that kind of brings on that quote unquote negative aspect of relationships being, what do you do in that situation? Because when I was young, I had this idea because I was thinking, man, like, is there even any point in me being in a relationship right now? I was having these ideas at 12. That's crazy. But I was like, should I even be in a relationship right now? If I know the person that I'm going to be with in like, if I know the person that I'm going to be dating right now in middle school is going to have so much different growth over time, going through high school and college and stuff like that. And then I know that we're probably going to separate anyways because they're going to change and I'm going to change. And the answer to that is like, you should still be with somebody. I've been reading this essay online, really recommend checking it out. It's called Looking for Alice. And in it, it goes, basically what I've been saying this whole video is, change is bound to happen to everybody. The thing is, that isn't a bad thing. It isn't two people grow up together and they just start to fuse and to be more like each other. I mean, of course, some qualities might fuse to be more each other. I might copy some things that I see my friends do. Of course I am. But of course, over time, no matter what, even if I'm hanging out with them all the time, I'm still and I'm over in other places, I'm still going to change and they're going to change. Responsibilities happen. We have to take a job. We have to do all these other things that kind of force us to grow in different ways. We're going to have tough situations. Maybe you might lose somebody that you love a lot. Maybe, I don't know, God forbid, you lose a finger and then you got to learn how to write with 4 fingers. When these things are going to change, you don't know what's going to happen. And that's not a bad thing though. Because by being with other people, you learn more about yourself. And in a relationship, I think that's such a good example of growing, is by being in a relationship. Whenever you hear someone be like, oh, I want to be in a relationship and I love you so much and we're going to go together and stuff like that. And that's true. You are going to go together. And you're going to grow into being more, you're going to grow to being more like your own individual than growing to be one unit, I guess. Because like you get in a relationship and then you're like, oh, we're going to grow up and we're going to grow up and then we're going to like form one massive unit of me and you, me and like whoever. But instead it's the exact opposite. It's like we're going to get together and we're going to grow and then we might grow apart, but like we're still here for each other. We're still showing up for each other. And like no matter what, like we're each going in our own direction. But no matter what, like we're still going to be around each other because that's a commitment that we choose to make. Point is that we're still going up in our own different directions. Who knows where that is? But I just don't want this like fake idea of anybody of like being, I don't want this fake idea of a relationship going like, oh, we're gonna grow up and we're gonna be exactly like each other. We're gonna, of course it's bound to happen. But again, perspectives and things are gonna change over time. You can't do nothing about it. But that's one of the beautiful things. I don't want anybody to see that as a negative thing. I think relationships are important because, again, they reveal more things about yourself. There's only so much you can learn about yourself by being by yourself. Majority of the time, we learn more about ourselves by being with others. In the way that we respond, in the way that we react, in the way that we listen, in the way that we view things. But I think that's my main message, is relationships and things are gonna happen. And I don't want anybody in the world to ever be afraid of it. If anything, just go out there and be social, go out there and listen to new people, listen to new people's perspectives, and try to dig deeper into conversations. Ask like, okay, what do you think about this? Do you think that, asking the question I had when I was young, do you think relationships tend to bring people closer or tend to maybe, I don't know, something like that. Don't be afraid to ask those deep questions. I feel like most people tend to like those more, because those are the questions that people don't really get asked. Yeah, so something that I practice on, and need to practice on. But like, I wish people would ask me deeper questions too, so I'm able to grow in certain aspects and perspectives that, grow the different lens, have different lenses that I see the world. So thank you guys very much. Please feel free to leave a comment. I've seen so many different questions that I was like, I never thought about that. And then that question by itself brings me to new different answers and new different truths. I think it's great. It's beautiful.